Welcome to everyone to Thinking Portfolio Project and Portfolio Resource Management webinar. My name is Esa Toivonen, and I will go through some of the functionalities that Thinking Portfolio has related to resource planning and some related to task management. Just briefly about Thinking Portfolio, it's a project portfolio management tool offered as a SaaS service, and it's having a functionalities fully related to any kind of portfolio management needs that the customer has. We also, besides project portfolio, Thinking Portfolio has a platform for other kind of portfolios: product, application, service, NPD, R&D, risk, M&A, strategy and compliance, and so on. So there's more than 40 different kind of portfolios available, but today we will focus on project portfolio and resource planning and task management related to project portfolio. So let's dive in. Here are the key features we will go through related to capacity management, scheduling, some reporting, resource allocation, bit of optimization, forecasting, competence and skill tracking, that's interesting, time tracking, our reporting that is also part of Thinking Portfolio's project portfolio, task management, including Kanban boards, and some ideas about alerts, notifications, and how the employee database and search and filter functions work. These are the features we go through next. So let's start with the dashboard and capacity management view. Now I'm in the dashboard of report of resourcing and timesheet resource. I can see a project level. I can see actuals and planned hours and days for the projects, and I'm able to, on this pivot, I'm able to, for example, filter that I just want to see a certain year, and I want to see only, let's say, planned days on my capacity plan. So this is flexible there. And this is how capacity per person, per project, per month is introduced. I also have reports of planned and actual. There is some hours put into a project, so I can see them as blue bars there, identifying that what's been actual hours per month, and the orange line is telling the planned. We have different reports also on another format telling the planned and actual. We have pipelines. We can see what are for example, the task types that the resources are used, how the resources are aligned with the strategic goals. For example, here's an example of different kind of strategic goals, and this is how resources are aligned with the strategy. So this is a capacity management view. And next, let's go back to portfolio view, and we can look at resource planning, different view to all these projects, what's chosen here. If I'm looking at the projects, several projects at once, so I can switch to user mode. Now I see people here, and I can check out that what are the projects that these people are in, and in what roles. And again, I can here do a optimization, for example, saying that, okay, I'm not putting 1 day there, 5 there. I will put 2 days here. I will change this to 3. So I can, with one person, I can now optimize that person's time between different projects from one view, and then go and approve the change. So this is a nice way of looking resources by person from several projects and optimizing between different projects. And I have a drop down here where to choose role for the person, or I can change or add new project here for person. So this view is very useful and effective to manage one or many projects at once, and also several and looked at from the personnel perspective. Okay, what we see here is a project plan view where I see several projects at once, and they monthly level, per days, use days, even half a day, resource plans per personnel on certain roles. I can see several projects at once. What I can see also, I can see the total capacity that is taken from the person. Green background tells that I have approved that resource plan. And how the resource planning goes in steps is that first, maybe in proposal state, you will choose a role that the project needs. Once and maybe a bit of dates that resources are needed for the project. And once the project is moved to charter state, the planning state, then you will add a person, and then you will before moving into continuing the project, you will approve the resource plan, and then the plan is good to go. So there's a kind of 4 steps. I'm also able to here add new resources to each project if I wish, and I'm able to move see the view from the user perspective. So now what I have here is resources, people that are working for the projects, and I'm able to see what are the projects that this person is working for and in what role. And again, if we go to kind of optimizing resources, first to see the plan. Now I see the plan that what are the resource needs for these 3 projects here for the upcoming months. I'm also able to optimize between projects the time here. So if I could say that there's 1 day for ABC analysis and 4 days for product development for ESA thinking this person. So I could say that there will be 2 days on ABC analysis, and instead 5 now there's 3 days for product development. So I can optimize resources between projects on the same view, and so I can have all the user, all the personnel in one view, and I can easily switch to project mode to see again several projects at once. So this is what the resource planning on a portfolio level enables us. Related to roles that each person have, so who can be a project manager or architect here and so on. So there's a skill tracking behind and competence tracking behind Thinking Portfolio's resource planning available. So how it goes, I can dive into one project. Now I'm in this product development with task project, and I see that I have for example, program manager here or test manager and a person, and how Thinking Portfolio works. Each person has skills behind that. What are the roles that person can be available for, and how it works. I will show the view from the resource resource and skill planning, what is behind each person. Here's example view for competence and skills that each person has. And now I have this thinking ESA person here, and that person has certain competencies, certain certificates, and can manage different kind of roles. And that means that and now how it's been set up is that this Thinking ESA can be chosen to be a project manager, test manager, project owner, and a resource type of roles in different projects. And this is given to this kind of background information is given to each person. Also, I have a competence radar here telling a bit of what's the current level of, for example, project management on this person. The current level is developing and a target is advanced, and I'm able to see on a competence radar that there is some work that needs to be done to reach advanced skills. So this can be a part of also development dialogue with each person. Certificates also can be named here, and just to clear out if there's a certain certificates or certain special knowledge or skills needed for the project. So by adding that behind the person, we are able to search and filter those resources that they match with the project needs. Okay, here's our reporting view. What I see here is 3 projects, tasks that are done to those projects during this week, and how it works. I choose a project, choose a task. I can write a description if needed, and then I will give an hours that I've done this project per day, and that's how it works. And one way to parameterize our reporting is that a person is only able to report hours, tasks to those projects that that person is resource of. So that could be one nice control. And next we will look into task management a bit, and perspective to our reporting is that from task management we are able to bring automatically tasks to our reporting. So what's planned on task level can appear on our reporting automatically. Okay, let's see a bit of how task management works and how that's related to resourcing people. I'm on a project status view in Thinking Portfolio. Basically, view has schedules, bit of gates, decision gates, and the dates for that. There's a status. There's also the status, for example, related to resources. What's the current status? What was the earlier status, and what's the trend? Is it going up or down, or continuing as the same? And here I have tasks as one view. Here's the task view, example of it. What I have here, hierarchic tasks. I have task types. I have name of the tasks. I have the phases what the task is related to, a bit of dates, who's responsible of the task, what's the status, current status of the task, and from here I'm also able to add, for example, how many days or hours each task will take, and I can put things into different statuses. Show me the ones that are not started, show me the ones that are related to preparation phase, show me the ones that are related to certain person, or put them into a hierarchy. And I can also look at these tasks from the Kanban view. So now I have the same tasks here, not started, in progress, done, and I can say that okay, the project audit date is done, and documentation may be done, and let's say investment audit related to this project is in progress. So this way I can also manage tasks here on my Kanban board. Okay, we can also put tasks that we just checked, we can put them on the Gantt chart. So I have a Gantt chart here, all the tasks, and I can decide that on what time scale I'm looking at the Gantt chart of related tasks. So the Gantt chart, Kanban, and all these are related to, each task is related to a person and it's then resorts to a resource planning. And alerts and notifications can be done also related to resource planning and all the updates in a portfolio. So we have, for example, reporting period that we can choose, after which, for example, after 14 days, if the resource plan is not updated, or 30 days, there will be a reminder saying that a resource plan needs a update. Same kind of reporting period or notification can be added to any task. If there's a date on a task and if it's not done, there could be a reminder for the person that you have open task and please go and update the information in the portfolio. That's the way how the alerts and notifications can be set up. Okay, that's about portfolio level and project level resource planning. There was also task planning and task management, Kanbans, and our reporting. And here, just to remind that a Thinking Portfolio is easy to integrate to other systems, other backend systems. So there could be integrations to any other system with REST API or webhooks. REST API is typically used for integrating to, let's say, financial systems or ServiceNow or such. Teams and so on, and webhooks can be used with different channels, Teams and Slack kind of channels that we can send reminders, we can send updates, and we can send notifications there. So Thinking Portfolio is easy to integrate to other systems. Thank you for joining us today related to project and portfolio resource management. We are happy to hear your thoughts and questions. Here's contact information. Please, if any questions, please send a message. Thank you.